Now
All
you
right,
take
we are live on Real Wise TV. I woke up to some shit, man. So I had to we have to record something because we definitely have to record something. All right, so I guess Will Smith slapped the shit out of Chris Rock on the Oscar.
Killing me, Smalls.
slap the shit out of him.
Yo, bro, I didn't
Yeah, I don't
when I
understand.
heard it. I heard it when I came into the studio and you was watching it. So my question is black excellence of myth?
And
Like,
my answer is hell fuck it, yeah.
it's like, yo, this is like, do you think, all right, let's put this question, let's put this up there. Had it been someone else, like a white comedian, you think Will Smith would have came up and slapped the shit out of him?
No.
No. So you think just the fact that it was Chris Rock and he's bigger than Chris Rock, he know Chris Rock ain't gonna do nothing. So I'm gonna go up there and slap the shit out of him.
For Will Smith to think that is very fucking sad. Like to think that you could just go and it's not. That's what I'm saying. It had to be Chris Rock. It had to be Chris Rock. It wouldn't have been.
He would have done it to Kevin Hart.
Oh, he would have looked like a bully. He'd have slapped Kevin Hart. He's mad little.
I don't know if Kevin Hart would have stood there and taken that shit though.
I don't. But that's what I'm saying. It just.
Because don't get sleep on Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart be going to the gym, taking all these. He be training with The Rock.
Yeah, but if Will Smith still would have got that slap off, man, he was
Yeah,
walking
got
up on
that
the
slap
stage
off.
with no reason, so nobody knew he was coming. The last thing Chris Rock thought was
He was
Will
getting
Smith
slapped.
coming up there to slap him. He probably thought he was gonna say a joke or grab the mic or do some like Kanye West shit.
Yo, but he slapped the shit out of him.
Yeah, Will Smith would have got beat up. He
Yeah,
would
that
have
was
got
you.
beat up, man.
That was you.
As soon as he turned his back to me, like it was sweet.
The mic would have hit him beside the head.
Fuck the mic. I'm drop kicking that nigga into the stand. That shit would have turned into WWE for real fast.
Bruh, I'm just like, I don't know, man. I'm kind of feeling a certain way. I think I lost a little respect for Will for that shit because it's comedian. It's comedies, it's jokes. I get it. Because they were talking about is when he looked at Jada and Jada wasn't laughing at the joke.
Listen, man.
Yes, I get it. He shouldn't have done it. It shouldn't have done it. Me personally, like I would have after the show, maybe I would have ran up on him like, "Yo, I'm saying my wife suffers from this shit. I didn't appreciate the fucking joke." But this nigga came up on the stage and slapped the shit out of him.
Nah, Will Smith is wrong in all ways. Everybody's like, "Oh, you gotta protect your wife, nigga." This is the world you live in, man. Entertainment. Where was the protect of your wife when Alcina was? What's that
So
dude
you
name?
blame? Okay, all right. So but you blame? You said something. You blame Jada.
Yeah, I blame Jada for all this, man. This is where
She got Will in this crazy state with all the bullshit with the red table and all that shit, right? They
this
should
is
just kept that
where,
shit private, right?
for some reason, society is allowing women to always be viewed as the strength of men. And in most cases, they are the strength. But they get this pass. They get this pass that where they innocent till proven guilty when it comes to being a deadbeat moms, not a good mother, the reasonings for why they chose the shit they chose to do don't balance out with men. Like it don't balance out for people that keep talking about this inequality, inclusive, and all this shit. It don't balance out, man, because there's no way I could even be with somebody that's still in love with somebody else that's even dead. Like to even be in that situation, there was a Tupac situation first. Then comes
And now you taking it
Austin
back,
Alsina.
man. Now you taking it to the back.
Yeah, but this is the root of everything. This is mental health on Will part. Like this is what he's been dealing with because he's been so infatuated in love with Jada Pickett that he accepted everything she gave him. All the terms to their relationships, everything. It seems like Will has no say so in the relationship. And when that shit happened with the round table, That was the biggest humiliation ever, nigga.
You
Like if
seen the
you
meme? You seen the meme?
and then you go
Motherfuckers made a meme out of that shit quickly.
and then that's the crazy shit. How you expect nobody to have jokes on Jada? She done put it out there for it to be joked. It's like Dave Chappelle getting yelled at for talking about trans. Listen, your situation, your circumstances perpetuates this type of response, attention, and it warrants this attention. And from you going to being the woman that runs the $1 billion dude that everybody thought was the man, to come find out that you run shit, and then your kid is online saying, "Yeah, that's my dad," but your life is not normal. And so, how do anybody can relate to or even defend one side is wrong? Like she deserves just as much blame. He's completely wrong for slapping a dude. And tell you the truth,
Listen. I give Chris Rock the utmost respect for his professionalism, because I know this dude wanted to go punch Will in the face.
man, fuck that professionalism.
But you gotta give Chris, because then he even made a joke
You'd have
out
been
of it. He said,
wrong.
"Damn, Will slips that's the shit out of me."
Dude, that's the props you want. You want professionalism props.
No,
I'm just saying, like,
you gotta give Chris Rock some kind of. You have to give him his props for the restraint he held, bro. He
or
could have went Brooklyn on him.
or the restraint that was never there to be held.
Oh
You
man,
might have just took the slap. Your first reaction is your first reaction.
now you just bitching out Chris Rock now. Like,
Listen. The game is the game, man. I'm just respecting what I seen. You put this
but
out there.
that's your opinion. Like my opinion would be like his thing was he was being professional. Like
All
he
right,
wanted to fuck Will up, but he was like, I'm gonna just let the show go on and take that.
and
slap.
I want to ask you,
Yeah.
if somebody walked up to you at work,
Oh, that's
in
completely
a
different.
casino,
That's
no,
me.
it's not. It's
That's me.
professional. You're a dealer.
I want to show him the professionalism.
Dude,
That's
this is
the
what I'm
point.
saying. This is what I'm trying to
I'm
say.
giving him his props on that aspect, but that's just me. I want to
Dude, you're not taking a slap like that with no kind of reaction.
I am not taking a slap.
And this is what I'm saying about Chris Rock. We gotta.
It's completely two different
Everybody's
things.
a fighter. It's
Nah,
okay
man,
not
it's
to be a
not
fighter.
about being a fighter. Niggas ain't gonna
Nigga, if
touch
somebody
me.
slaps you, man, your first reaction is to swing back.
You
I
already
don't
know,
care
but that's
where
because you
you at.
know me. That's because you
No,
know
I'm
me.
talking about as a
I
man.
know. I said, but you know me personally, and you know I'm not gonna take the slap.
But I don't think nobody should take the slap. There's no professionalism in that, man. What the fuck is you talking about? If I go up to you and slap you and think that I could go walk and
You
sit
know,
back down,
but that's what I'm saying. You already know me personally.
I'm talking about this. I'm talking about them again.
I'm just
I
saying
get up, come to Chris Rock. I slap Chris Rock. After I slap him, nigga,
just walk
I say no
calmly back.
word.
Some
I
walk calmly back
beeline
to your
it back
seat.
to my chair and then talk shit to him.
And this is keep my wife's name out your mouth.
After I get to the chair.
He wouldn't have got to the chair.
That's what I'm saying, man. The average person, you just can't. Like, I'm not knocking Chris Rock. Yeah, very professionalism. I mean, I watched the shit, man. He was still shocked.
Bro, he went, Will Smith
Dude.
just slapped the shit out.
Dude, let me tell you something, man. That could have been who? That could have been anybody. It could have been any. It could have been.
Do you think
anybody.
he would have did it to anybody else?
I don't think so. That's why.
Because the fact that he know it was Chris Rock.
Black excellence is
like,
only good.
He wasn't gonna do that to D.L. Hughley.
He wasn't gonna do that to.
He wasn't gonna do that to D.L. Hughley.
I mean, D.L. Hughley would have beat his ass back, or so we hope. I'm
thinking from how the way DL is, from his just even when he's not on doing his comedy, just him doing his interviews, whatever. DL's gangster, man. He don't like with the shit with Kanye. DL didn't hold back. He came back at Kanye.
All right, but that's another display of why there's no such thing as black excellence. Kanye is another reason why this is the more money and power that these black billionaires and millionaires have, the more they don't give a fuck about black excellence, man. It's about them. And once you take it from black, the whole narrative, and make it about you.
Because then if you look at it again, another situation is Mason Diddy. Mace been dropping diss songs on Diddy, one of the leaders of Black excellence. So
What's black excellence?
I don't
Help
know.
me with that.
You tell me.
Because how
I
do we
just said that because they're always promoting it. They're always promoting it.
first of all, if I'm leaving black excellence and the definition of black excellence up to rappers, this is all wrong already.
But they're
Because
not answering.
the
They're not
only
just
excellence,
rappers.
because they keep it in the bubble. Black excellence is being being recycled. There's a black excellence gatekeeper. There's a black. Then it's not like you welcome to, as long as you show black excellence, you welcome into this group. No, this is black excellence of millionaires just showing you how great they are, how much they can make, how much they can continue to make, and they sprinkle out a little bit of a couple of dollars to make people feel like they're making a movement. But there's no black representative for there to be black excellence. I don't think we have a black representative worthy of even holding that mantle. Like, this is black excellence. What is black excellence? Puff Daddy going back and forth with Mace. What is black excellence? Niggas that become billionaires and don't ever say another word. So you don't. Who's leading? Who's driving this train when everybody's scared because they're in a position where they don't want to lose where they worked so hard to get to, because they know it's that easy to lose it. So who's black excellence? The black excellence is a myth, nigga. It's just something. It's just another group, just like all these other groups of everybody fighting to prove that this group should shine. Like, there's no black excellence, man. There's no black excellence to me. And this shit right here, there's always been examples of this shit. Everybody displays the truth comes out, man. This is they just want to make money. There's no black excellence. There ain't no workshops in all the states where these rappers is at, teaching people shit, putting them onto game, getting them out the streets, building up a universal franchise, a boys and girls club, like the one that gets they donate money to for the boys club, boys and girls club like, there's nothing in that realm of anything to make excellence of other black people. It's not about black excellence. It's about them just saying black excellence and then you glorify over their black excellence. And that's how I look at black excellence. I'd have whipped Will Smith ass. And that'd have been black excellence. Because nobody, not even you, will come up on stage and slap me. And that's a universal response. That's not that diminished black excellence. Yo, Chris Rock does so much, made so many movies, Hairspray, everything. Like, Chris Rock is doing everything, always been on some political black power shit. Your clown ass with your clown ass family that keep doing clown ass shit on YouTube and Instagram and around tables is upset at this black excellence. That's backwards. So being good and being black like Chris Rock and making movies and doing the little things he do for the culture, whatever the shit is, and you running around just fucking jumping off of planes, and your wife is over there sleeping with a young rap singer, and court made you look like a fool in public, and now everybody that say something, you upset. Nigga, you was a comedian. You too was a comedian, Will. You too talked about people, Will. Fuck out of here, nigga. You's a fucking clown. Period. That's it. Just that black excellence is a myth, man. And people just keep falling for the okie doke. They're gonna keep falling for the okie doke, man. There's nothing black excellence about nothing that they show on the vote. None of those fucking marriage couples counseling. None of that shit is black excellence, man. None of that fucking shit represents. It just shows savage. It shows madness. It shows what people do for money. And that's what black excellence appears to from people standing outside. Just looks like a bunch of people that just bragging about a couple of dollars they got or being able to get a bag. It ain't no black excellence, man. If it was black excellence, the NBA was shut down because of all the racist shit. All the black people that make the NBA. Football was shut down because all the black people that make the NBA. That's black
I mean
excellence.
NFL.
NFL, like nobody's willing to cut a check for nothing. So what is the black excellence? Nobody's willing to stand for nothing. Everybody got a price. So I don't know what black excellence is. I know what excellence is without the color to it.
And that's the problem. Everybody would always want to add color to something. Like, why can't we just build something all together?
They just as racist as the racist people. Once you put a color on,
You can't say that. You can't
you
say that.
can, you can
I
say
know,
that.
no, we can,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying you can't. They you can't say that. That no, they're not racist.
No, they are. Them niggas is racist. LGBTQ is racist.
Listen, we can't be saying
Listen,
stuff
man.
like that.
Once you feel that your group is best,
It's better than another group.
should receive
I
special
understand.
privileges,
Yes,
then
I
you're
agree.
racist, man. Because all the groups deserve the same privileges. Your privileges don't change.
Yeah.
The same thing with the. All right, so what's woman's excellence? Now that we got a man that won the woman swimming meet.
Well, he didn't win the swimming meet. He got his ass whipped, but he did win. He won one event. He won one event.
Won one event.
He won one event.
But you shouldn't have won none events because he shouldn't even be in the water.
That's your opinion.
Yeah, it is my opinion.
I know. I'm just saying,
And it's
and I
based
agree
on
with you. I don't. I
and it's
agree with
based
you.
and it's
That's
based on it's
but you
based
can't.
on facts.
Is people gonna say no?
All right, so I'm gonna point out the facts right now.
We already know the facts.
No,
We
the
know
facts is
biologically.
women.
We know the facts.
The facts is
Biologically, we know the facts.
not even going by them facts.
Okay.
I'm going by a struggle. I'm gonna point out the struggle of women. Women been going through a struggle since slavery, since everything. Women probably been more abused in some eyes than slavery. Cause they was in the house getting their ass whipped. They was in the house, couldn't talk. They was in the house, couldn't do nothing. They had to raise kids. They had to wash. They had to do nothing but what this dude is telling them to do. And there was many dudes and many women that had to do this. Then there was a change in events. Wars happened. Women start playing sports to entertain the masses, to distract the people while everybody's overboard killing each other.
And they had to work the factories to build planes. They
So now
actually went into the
women,
workforce. They
yeah.
actually went into the workforce to help support the war, of course. Yeah.
All right. Now, all this is on the backs of women.
Yes.
So then you go and years pass, they still struggling. Equal rights,
No
better
voting
pay,
rights and all that. Yes.
equal pay, all this. This is a woman's fight for history in history.
Yes.
And then you come out of nowhere, change your physical appearance, say what you claim who you are at that present time in real time, and then you get to come and
join and compete with
potentially wipe out
compete with women who've been women all their lives. Yes, I understand what you're saying.
potentially wipe out the records. Fuck what you do in the one
She
event.
didn't. She didn't.
I'm just saying.
There was another girl that really dominated. That
All right, and then all you need is
that's what they're going to use.
yeah, but all you need is
she didn't dominate like that. So
look, all you need is Michael Phelps. He didn't dominate as a man. He was trash.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm trash with men. Let me go pick on these women. He might have not got all the medals, but you give him a couple of years.
No, that was his last year competing. He's done.
Yeah, he should never compete again. That's it. Not in a woman's thing. Not in a woman's.
He's not that good that he's going to be even. He can't even. I don't even think he would make it onto the Olympic teams.
This is what I'm trying to tell you. It's just the free pass of something to be able to jump on a
so so should they create a special lane for them? Should they make their own transgender league?
They made a special lane for women. They made a special lane for black people. It was called the Negro League. There's always a special lane that you got to create until you can integrate your lane with another lane. But it's always been that way. Negro League, fucking women NBA, softball. Like they don't
So we need a woman is to make the NBA.
You need a
Is there
woman.
is there someone good enough to make the NBA?
There's probably a lot of people good enough. There's not many NBA players really ain't shit. I mean, they great, but I would take a.
So
I
do you
would
think
take.
like a scrub player on the NBA team could go and dominate the WNBA?
Hell yeah. You put LeBron anywhere on there.
I
You
said a
put
scrub player. Didn't say LeBron.
a
A
scrub.
scrub player.
Give me a scrub name.
I don't know no scrubs.
You don't know no scrubs.
Yeah, I don't really be.
The whole bench. Who's on the
Nah,
bench?
nah,
Name
nah,
the
nah.
bench.
You can't say that because there's
I'm
dudes on the
talking
bench that are
about.
nice.
Listen, I'm talking about.
That
If you
you got to
spend,
build roster. I'm talking about the dude on the end of the bench.
yeah, on the bench, the last nigga
The
on
end
the
of the
bench,
bench. On the end of the bench.
he will get smoked, but he will be dominant because he's taller.
No,
Physical.
say he's a 6'2" guard, like Joanna Man. You know, like Joanna Man. They made that movie.
Joanna, man. Say he's a 6'2" guard. What's
Yeah,
the average height in college in that WNBA? The
there's
average.
some there's some
The
probably
average.
like
You're
six
not
feet.
talking
Six,
about.
no,
Yeah.
probably like 6'3", 6'4". Because
And
there's
he's
some
six.
women that are 6'10".
All right, so
Yeah,
he's 6'2". He'll
yeah.
probably get smoked because he's gonna wind up
Of course.
fouling.
So he comes up and he plays a Diana Taurasi. You know she's gonna
She's
bust his
gonna try to
ass.
break that nigga neck. She's gonna break that nigga neck. Nigga, like don't. That's what I'm saying. If you take the great from the woman, you only could compare them with a scrub from the NBA. Which means that for them to play in the NBA, the whole NBA would have to be that last nigga on the bench. Or you put him on a team with LeBron and she spot up and kill him with threes. You can still maneuver
You could use it to what she's
a
good at.
Rebecca Lobo-ish,
Now,
Brittany Griner-ish. They having problem with defense in the NBA now. You throw a couple of chicks down low. As long as they can take a charge, which might be a little harder, they might have to wear a padded vest because the niggas come with their knees and everything. It's just gonna be abusive. They're gonna try to manhandle it. It's only the strength, and that's where it can
and that's
never
what you
be
think is
equal.
different. That's where it's gonna be
And
different.
that's where it can never be equal. You could be a woman, you could dress like a woman, you could get the sex change, everything. The natural strength of a man will never go nowhere. You have to take steroids to lower the shit instead of raising it like they do in men's sports. You have to go take all these shots to
All these
fight the
hormones.
Tarot.
All these
Yeah,
hormones.
all
Yeah.
that. That's cheating already. It's like reverse steroids in women in competition. That I'm coming in legally could just keep getting shots to try to make me as
And the crazy thing was,
nah.
in the same swim meet, right? There's a woman transition into man that was competing in the same suite in the same competition.
All right, now take that woman that's trying. This is where even for their scenario alone, even for that group, how one sided it is. Take that woman that wants to be a man and put her in what sport? Once she's a man, what sport? NBA, swimming, what sport? What man sport?
Okay, so all
So
right.
it's a disadvantage. That shows you it's a clear disadvantage because you should be able to
But then,
benefit.
but when it comes to other jobs, okay, now forget about sports. Now, say they for other jobs, it shouldn't really matter then now because
No, it don't. It
unless
affects.
unless the job specifies that you need to be this amount of strength to do this.
Yeah. So everything else, look, everything else, the world is open. It's not like the world is closed and there's nothing that they can do when they switch to whatever lane you want to switch.
Yeah.
But you can't be upset at the lanes that you know it's kind of hard to get into. You know it's kind of unfair. Like unfair is unfair. You can't say that this is a fair competition. Then all of them need to take steroids. All the women should be allowed to take steroids as long as the men are switching over to women and jumping in their sport. Then all the women should be okay. Listen, if I feel like taking steroids, at least I know I can't get fined because this nigga is taking some shit that we don't know. Doctors could say whatever the fuck it is. Like, no, 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 sorry. It's nothing about what the person is doing. It's called just fair, like just fair. You ain't gonna give women equal pay, but then you're gonna throw a dude up in the pool with them. You ain't gonna give a woman equal pay. The U.S. women fighting for better hotels and shit like that, but then you're gonna throw a dude up in there. And that's it.
Listen, it's just, you know what?
So
It's crazy. It's no, because all right,
that's to me.
the
That's
U.S.
to me.
men, when it comes to soccer, right? The U.S. men haven't done shit. You don't even remember when the last. They're so celebrating now because they just qualified for the World Cup for the first time in I don't know how many years. But the women have been doing this since they started the Women's World Cup. They've won Women's World Cup. They've been ranked number one. They've been the best in the sport, right? But yet these men who haven't won shit, who haven't brought nothing, no kind of gold championships or anything to the United States, these women are not. These women who have won and brought pride and joy to the country are still way underpaid.
Is that because that's the fight? The fight don't change, and this is why I get upset with groups. Women, the fight for women in any type of equality is gonna be forever because the powers that be don't respect women in power. That's it. Like let's just when you break it down, it's like they don't respect women in power. They don't respect LGBTQ, LMNOP. They don't respect none of that shit. The people in power don't respect none of that shit. But we fight in
But they
groups.
got us. But they got us where they want us because they
No,
got us
they don't
divided.
got it. They got us. They
They
got
got us.
us.
They got everybody divided.
Yeah,
So
but
they
that's
got them fighting each other.
but they didn't do that. That's still us. When you know what is at stake and you still choose to pick a side instead of unite, then there's no crying. No, they can't cry. It don't matter. Like all these crying to me is trash. All these groups is trash. Cause you crying over the same thing that all of y'all need to group up with. Minorities, women, LGBTQ, LMNOP. Like, nigga, you pick them and then we all mental health. These are not fights that should be fought on a separate
On a
plane.
single
Like
level, no.
everybody's
It's
struggling with
something that
mental health.
we all need to unite on.
All right,
Is
so
that to
if
realize
all
that
of us is
we all have mental breakdowns. We all have issues that we need to work out, and we should all be supportive about it.
so then the group. So when as long as there's groups, then you are feeding into what was started. You are keeping that alive. As long as we still do groups, as long as we still do parties, as long as we still do that, then the narrative will always be the same because there's always a way to get one group to forget about another group once they get to wherever makes them feel happy. So everybody is a little racist or whatever, discriminatory or whatever the fuck you want to say. Everybody is that because they stand fast in their groups. And your groups is not there's not one group, not even Republicans. No group is 100% got the right answers for everyone. And you can't figure out something that make the world a better place for everyone if every person or at least a couple of members from every group ain't in the same room at the same table talking real shit.
Yeah.
So whoever's in charge of LGBTQ, whoever's charging Black Lives Matter, whoever's charging Me Too movement, whoever's in charge of the Republicans, whoever's in charge of the Democrats, everybody needs to be at the table, the same table. And then until everybody sit at the same table, it's just a bunch of groups, man, a bunch of sucker ass groups that keep just being
So
selfish, man.
all right. So
Selfish ass groups.
now because we spoke about this the other day. Because you was watching it, because when I told you about it, you was like, "What?" And then you checked it out and you saw, and you said, "Yo, the Supreme Court hearings for the judge.
Oh man,
The questioning they are giving in this judge is some crazy shit. Then Ted Cruz thinks he's the fucking man, and his questioning was really out of line to me. But yet, no, nobody's saying nothing because here's a white man who can say whatever the fuck he says. Like, but when he was running for president against Trump, look at all the shit he talked about Trump, right? All the shit he said about Trump, because Trump attacked his wife, and this dude didn't do nothing. And when he saw he was he lost to Trump, he stood himself in line. So now we got this black judge, female at that, and then the questionings he asked her. One of them was off a book. Are babies born racist? Like, no, but you are a motherfucker. You're a racist, and you've proven it time and time again.
I didn't know what the question was. This is what I'm saying. It's just women, black women on top of that, but women they don't want you to get in that room.
Another question was, what is your definition of a woman?
My definition.
And people attacked her because she said she's not a biologist.
I mean, that was the smartest answer.
So what they were trying to bait her into saying
what a woman was, which would have offended the LGBT.
Yes, the trans community. Yes.
But how? That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what this is what these line of questionings were trying to do.
No, I'm saying, how would you
want her to answer that?
The truth. I mean, I respect her answer. She had a politically correct answer. You cannot knock the sister for having a politically correct answer on the spot. That takes a lot of skills. She's a good judge. But, man, woman is one. Listen, I'm saying the simplest.
And then he attacked her percentage, right? On sentencing, right?
Yeah, I seen that.
And then when she told him the answers he didn't want to hear, which were the correct answers, because he's like, okay, these numbers came from the conclusion of what Congress told me I had to do when I was taking these cases. These were the things that Congress put in place and told me I had to do as a judge. I had to read these circumstances, go over this review, whatever it was she said. And when she proved to why she made the numbers that she did, reviewing from what the guidelines she was given in place by Congress, once again, he got upset. You could see he was annoyed because he was dealing with someone who knew what the hell she was doing.
On top of that,
and the fact that she's a black woman, even more, it pissed them off.
They don't want a judge that goes in there and slaughters pedophiles, because pedophiles, 9 times out of 10, is them.
But no, he was trying to make it seem like she was against pedophiles. Like, I mean, she was with pedophiles. I mean, like she was with pedophiles, like the sentencing. And then she came back with,
it looked like she was with them.
Now, yeah, by the sentencing, it looked like because he was this guy, the prosecutor wanted 72 months and she gave 24 months. Whatever.
Dude, they do that shit. That shit is a number game. That shit sound good.
But again,
they got to take.
She had to review all the.
First time, if that's your first time in trouble,
he's just trying to get the max regardless.
Yeah, you can't match all them cases. You can't.
He's trying to get the max regardless. She got to go over the circumstances of, okay, what happened. She had to really review and analyze her evidence, and then that's where she based a decision.
Yeah,
because then in some of the cases you've seen, they recommended a low number and she gave a higher number, but he didn't point those out.
Yeah, he's not. He wanted to just show that she's inconsistent.
And then he tried to He tried to misquote her, and it wasn't even her quote.
Oh yeah,
he tried to say she said it.
Yeah,
and she was like, "No, I don't know. That was someone's question to me, which I kind of answered." And son, she put him in his place.
Dude, any of them questions that any of them dudes is asking her is retarded. It has nothing to do with being a judge. If babies are born racist,
political. It's more political. It's more political.
If babies are born racist, what the fuck does that have to do with her being a judge?
Being on the Supreme Court.
If her interpretation of a woman has what to do with sitting on the Supreme Court,
because they feel like, and of course, because they want her to shine in a bad light. They want her to answer.
That's it.
They want her to answer with, "Oh, a woman is someone who gives birth, who has this, who has."
Nobody's screaming black excellence. Nobody's screaming black excellence for that woman. She's a fucking in a position to be a Supreme Court judge. That is black excellence. And what they treat black excellence, try to find out how we could shit on it. That is it. That is black excellence, man. It ain't being rapping. It ain't shit. She's at the highest. She's in a position to be at the highest level
court.
In her field.
Profession. Yes.
That is excellence. Yes. Fuck black. That is the Spanish lady that did it when Trump.
Nigga,
you can't. She's joining your club, nigga. She will run. There's a chance she will see one of your niggas' cases, one of you politicians' cases. There's a chance this is the judge that will be on the bench for one of your criminal acts, because all of y'all ain't walking away retiring scot-free without something. And you shitting on her. And then you better pray that she ain't fucked up and don't get your ass when you go sit in front of her. But at the end of the day, yo, listen, man, black excellence is just something to keep the people at bay while they fuck niggas over. That's it, man. All right, so black excellence. Are we putting the black trans, LGB, or where's those? Because that black excellence is black excellence. I didn't know black excellence came with a gender or race.
It doesn't come with a gender or race.
If you're a black excellent trans, a black excellent gay lady, a black excellent, all the letters. There's nothing when they discuss black excellence. I don't hear those names. You only hear black excellence in the field of where the person who dictate black excellence is at. You ain't hearing none of the names. Black excellence, when people think of black excellence, it's just rap and entertainment. That's how it's portrayed. Black excellence is rap and entertainers that become successful. Come on, man. Are you serious? Racist. Everything is racist, man. It's black and white all the time, man. I don't give a fuck what color you in between. Pick a side, nigga. You either black or white. Because you fall under one of those scrutinies. Period. No matter what you want to say, no matter what your bank account, no matter
what we want is yes, of course, but it's like that's why we speak out on the things that we speak out of, and we speak from where it's like we don't care about none of that. We do what we do because we love to do what we do, and so to be like we don't necessarily go out and just look for black content creators to work with. We work with all types of people, but that's us because that's how we are. We treat people regardless. We just treat you how you treat us. It don't matter if you black, white, green, yellow, gay, not gay, trans. It's however you treat us is how we treat you, but that's how we were raised.
Yeah, and either way, no matter what, for you to come around me with this aura or this stench of you're better than me, that's a problem. That's a problem right there. Like, if for me to think that this lane that I'm in is better than the lane you in, so we're cool until we gotta identify and represent one of these lanes, it's corny. It's corny, man. Everybody's using everybody, and then they find a way to shit on the people that they use. Let's stop acting like black people. If anybody understood what gay people was going through, it was black people. If anybody knew what that era, that transition where before, how Dave Chappelle said it, the Stonewall niggas. Like, there's a we was a part of it. We was ignorant as young kids, but the adults understood it. The adults did it. It wasn't like black people was running around trying to decapitate anybody of any other race or gender or whatever the fuck they decide to claim. We always been on the same side. It's just the fight looks different because everybody's looking for the key things to make them feel good. That's it, man. There's nothing wrong with being gay. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be a woman. Who gives a
okay, but
fuck?
see, but then again, when it comes to stuff like that, even within their own groups, there's separation. I'm saying even within their own groups, there's separation.
Yes, but like Dave Chappelle said, you have lesbian movement. It's not the same as a transgender movement. There's mad different criteria. There's mad different things that each of them is looking to receive as a group, as a community, or whatever you want to call it. There's different things that each the gay people is not looking. The gay people been in charge of this fight. They been came out the closet. They been fighting for their shit, and they still fight. So everybody else sit back and enjoy this long journey of fighting. But it wouldn't be a long journey if everybody clicked up and stopped with all these separate ass groups. LGBTQ just sounds cool. It just sounds like you got 5 headaches if you say something wrong. You could offend 5 different people with and not know which one. Because if I say something about trans, am I really offending gays? Am I really offending lesbians? Am I really offending drag queens? No. But when you hear LGBTQ coming for you, you think all them niggas is rocking together. You think you in trouble, nigga. You like, damn, I got beef with 12 different people in one group. Nah, that's wrong, man. And until everybody start calling people out on that wrong shit, you're gonna have stupid shit like that. Jussie Smollett, nigga got 5 months for all that shit that he did. And then they released him. He had sentenced to 5 months and then got released. It took 2 years for these niggas to sentence Jussie Smollett to 5 months with all the shit. You know what that would happen if that was anybody else? False accusation. That nigga should be under the hate crime because he tried to say it was white people with MAGA hats. So you lied on white
That's
people.
what I'm saying. Why are you trying to? You're already on one of the hottest shows on TV, right?
Not
Why?
enough, man, because they want more,
Why
man.
would you jeopardize that for stupid shit?
They want
For
more,
recognition.
man. They want more, man. That's
That's
how
just,
greed it is, man. They don't not happy. He knew he was gonna get the outcry. He knew he was gonna get the support. He played it wrong, man. He played it wrong and exposed that even gay people do some fuck boy shit. Let's stop acting like nobody does fuck boy shit. Like ain't nobody with the shits. Let's stop acting like your group is better than any other group. Nah, nigga. This nigga just exposed how stupid he is and how fucking selfish he is. And then y'all stood behind him. So it means y'all selfish.
that's why I love Dave Chappelle, man.
They got mad at black people for not taking his back.
But that's because we already knew he was on some fuckboy shit.
Nigga, a MAGA hat and a rope around my neck. I've been in a lot of situations, nigga.
You never see that shit. Like, and then in Chicago. And
I
then
be
in
in the woods,
Chicago,
nigga.
bro.
Nigga, I be out in the woods.
I would have
nigga.
believed it more in Alabama. Bro, I would have believed it more in Alabama. Seriously. Like,
Yeah.
had he been to Alabama, Louisiana, one of them states
It would have hit different.
then it would have hit differently.
Yeah.
But you in Chicago.
Nigga.
You ain't gonna get lynched and shit. Well, I'm not saying not because but
dude, we've been in New York City. We could have been seeing niggas hanging from train tracks. You just don't see a nigga going all the way out with the rope. That's it. Not the rope. Now if he came in back with a black eye, beat up,
I would have believed that.
All day you believe that. But his bitch ass didn't even want to get hit. He just wanted to sit there and look cute with a rope around his neck. Nigga, I'm not walking to the precinct with a rope around my neck. Period. You're not coming up to me. Police not coming up to me and seeing a rope on my neck. It might trigger something. They might yank the rope. I don't know, but I'm not keeping that shit on my neck while I walk around town. Like
I
you
don't know,
bugging,
bro. It's I don't.
you bugging. You are completely
And this is
bugging.
what we're doing, people. This is what we're doing this show. This is why we're doing this show. Because we're gonna talk on shit like this, like shit people ain't gonna talk about.
Yeah, because there's no more sugarcoating shit, man. It's either
It's,
you just gotta
you ain't gonna
respect.
hear nobody talk about like. Fuck that. Like I said, I respect Chris Rock for being professional, but yeah, we both know I want to take that smack.
Man, Chris Rock, I give that man. Will Smith better not close his eyes too much, man. Will Smith think he a G, nigga.
Yo, oh son,
They
I
gonna
will
have a
catch.
drill
I'm
nigga run
catching
up
him,
on his
son.
ass.
I'm gonna
Get some
catch
drill
him,
niggas from Brooklyn to run up on his ass and
bro.
drill him something.
Bro, oh man, he just.
Yeah.
And then on ESPN they had tail of the tapes like he's 6'2", Chris Rock is 5.
Nigga, that shit made ESPN. That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. That shit is what he did. This Chris Rock might have to go to therapy behind this shit, man. How do you stand up and tell a joke after getting slapped? I mean, just think about your career.
Then this dude comes and receives an award later on.
Man, listen. That nigga would have got beat up with that award. I'd have been backstage when he walked off. All you would have heard was. That's what you would have heard.
He would have came off stage, so he would have got caught. He would have caught an Oscar stud the head, son.
I'd have waited till he got all the way back there and just fucking
wailed on him, son. Like
smacked him with everything. With everything that's near me, I'm gonna smack this nigga with. Nigga, you fucking think you Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, bitch ass nigga. Like, get the fuck out of here. Don't ever come up on me on stage. Man, that shit is crazy. And it's like I said, it's all his fault, nigga. You should have been nipped that in the butt. Soon as that whole shit, it was like a year, like 5 months with her talking about Tupac and reliving the love she had for Tupac. Nigga, you making movies, she's talking about the next dick. Then the singer nigga come along. She gives the little singer nigga something. He gets fucking OD obsessive in your house, nigga. And you mad at a nigga for cracking a joke on this bitch? Are you fucking kidding me, man?
Supposedly it's because of the G.I. Jane joke.
Man, like I said, and you mad for what, nigga? That shit was more funnier than the round table, the red table with you crying over your wife fucking some young nigga and not knowing how to keep that nigga in the pocket.
And
that wasn't funny.
What she call it? An entanglement? What was it?
Listen, that wasn't funny. What Chris Rock said was funny. What your wife did to you was not funny. The news line for months and years was not funny, nigga.
The meme was not funny. The memes were funny. The memes were funny. Let me stop. The memes were funny. The memes were funny.
And this stems from her and him not she's worried about everybody's mental health except her own husband's. She's worried about everybody's state of mind except her husband's, nigga. This nigga's ready to go postal. If he would have shot that nigga, he would have got off, nigga. They'd have said it was mental. They would have had to blame it on her. Who else you gonna blame it on? Like everything, like own your shit, man. Will Smith, man.
So does Will Smith owe Chris Rock an apology?
No, Will Smith better stay the fuck away from Chris Rock. I think this is one time that all public apology. Nah, don't worry about it. You slapped the nigga on camera. There's no sorries. There ain't that many apologies in the world that are just gonna make me forget that you slapped me in front of millions. What? Are you fucking crazy?
So what happens one day if Chris Rock is with his brother, right? And they see Will, you think they gonna set it on him?
Chris Rock is not going to take part in this. But Tony Rock, I mean, who is he? Who is he? I can take an L for my brother.
And Chris Rock did not press charges.
No, he didn't. He didn't even want to do none of that shit because he's gonna handle that.
He didn't press charges.
He gonna handle that.
Will, if you see Tony Rock, duck, nigga.
Not even that, nigga. Not even that. You got to think about it. This nigga stepped up there and slapped a comedian. That's a brotherhood. They got a
Oh yeah,
group too.
son.
They got a group too. That could have been, as a comedian, I could have been the nigga that used that joke. You would have came up there and slapped me. Whether I believe you would have did it or not, the thought is any comedian that had mentioned her
So
name in that spot,
you think any comedian that sees Will should set it off on him?
I'd be joking on that nigga. He would get sick, nigga. I would have a stand up.
So you think every comedian should just set it off on Will right now? Like every comedian should just
But
have
I would light Will ass up. Every comedian. If you a comedian that didn't even think that you got a good enough joke, I'm making a whole
set on
half
Will
hour
Smith.
hour set on Jada and Will. From Fresh Prince, Tupac, everything. I'm going in, nigga. And at the end of it, it's just gonna say you a bitch ass nigga. That's it. At the end of it. Cause that's what you call it, nigga, a cabron. Whatever you want to call it, nigga. There's mad languages you could call this nigga.
Yeah, he is a cabron. Yes,
Oh,
he is.
all right. So then you ain't supposed to be slapping nobody, cabron. You supposed to just chill. Supposed to just
And
chill,
then slap
nigga.
Chris Rock, man.
Yeah, this is
That's
I
what
can't
that's
let
what
you
he
talk, man.
lost me on that, man. He lost me on that one. Like, you want to slap Jimmy Kimmel?
Nigga, he should have slapped the dude that was in his crib fucking his baby, his wife. Miss me with everybody else, nigga. You wasn't upset enough to slap August Alsina,
But you slapped Chris Rock.
but you slapped Chris Rock for a G.I. Jane joke.
Damn.
And she looked like G.I. Jane, like she could play the black version of G.I. Jane. There's nothing wrong with that, man. That was a complete joke. But whether she's dealing with shit or not, everybody know what she's going through. You think Chris Rock don't know what she's going through? In the art of comedy, you still get to get one off.
Yeah.
And
that's what's wrong now. It's like everybody's sensitive.
No, it's that these women desensitize some of these men. These women put these men. All these men wasn't men.
Because now you just bashing now.
Nah, man. All these men wasn't the men that they thought they was. Hot shit, talking shit. Yo, no, she run shit, nigga. And there's a lot of men that she run shit, nigga. So shut up and sit there back and enjoy the ride. She run shit. It's nothing wrong. Don't try to stand up next to a nigga that run shit because you mad because it's obvious you don't run shit. Like, nah, man. Man. That nigga will.
When I came up and I came into the studio and I heard this shit, because I don't watch TV. I don't watch the Oscars. I spent most of the day yesterday watching Legends of Tomorrow. Like,
dude, I
was watching Netflix. I was with Netflix. I was on Netflix. I was watching most of the day, morning, and then because she ain't go to sleep till like 5. That's another situation. But anyway, yeah. So I don't really watch the news. And so when I came into the studio and I heard you was watching, and they talk about Will Smith slap Chris Rock, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, what did I miss?
Dude, I don't even watch the news. I was mad that this is the shit that pops up on ESPN Sports Center. Nigga, I'm watching sports, man. Nothing about the Oscars is sports. This should not be a topic, man. None of these weird ass topics that end up in sports should be a topic that a nigga just want to watch sports. If I wanted to hear about news or the Oscars, I turned on to that shit. I'm glad they snuck it in there. It was a lot more fun than the Bruce Jenner one when they interrupt your sports. It's a lot better than Kanye and his wife and the nigga that messing with his wife, like when they interrupt your sports. Like, you don't want to hear about this. This has nothing to do with a basketball, football, or anything. You putting yourself in to make people talk about you. And then you're going to do something right about you.
Yep.
And that's where some of these black excellence people lose me. Because they show you how vindictive they are. They show you how petty they are. And that ain't a good sign for somebody that's saying they the leader of a movement. Of anything. Like, please.
So yeah, no, it's listen. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
That was funny.
But I think this is what we're going to be doing Monday mornings if you're not working. We're gonna do a live show.
We could do it early, like just a quick hour of just whatever we hear on the news. Fuck it. We wake up with some dumb shit. All Listen, I'm telling you, man, this shit is crazy. It's
Because we
mad.
just woke up to some dumb shit, man. We just woke up to Will Smith smacking Chris Rock. What kind of shit is that?
I ain't even have my coffee yet. It was
I
drunk.
still haven't had my coffees. It's like because I was
And
like
I had my
when we
coffee.
started talking about it, it was like,
I made a bad
man, we
bet.
got to record this episode because this is fresh, man. We got to put this shit out now.
Yo, that's crazy, yo, Will Smith.
Yeah. But thank y'all for tuning in for the introductory episode of Papi Jae and Wise El Jefe. We'll have an intro for y'all next time, an outro. We'll have all that ready.
Yeah, and the background.
And a new background, yeah. We'll have all that ready and ready to go. Promise you for the next show. I'll be working on that this week sometime. But thank y'all for tuning in. Whoever did tune in, if you didn't, catch the replay at Real Wise TV.
All social media net podcast outlets, because I'm about to upload this to give this to the listeners.
Also, yeah, you catch us. That means our Real Wise Productions podcast channel on Podbean. So you actually catch us on all major platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
And then we'll make a snip. This one is live, so we still got to make snippets of this.
Yes, this will be. Yeah, we'll make snippets because this is funny. Because this is a good video. It's a good episode. Yeah, like I'm saying, man. I'm still.
He didn't even look gangster doing it.
Yo, he just walked up calmly.
I want to say something, but I don't think it's politically correct.
And slapped the shit out of him.
That looked
and
like
then sat down and says, "Yo, keep my wife's name out your mouth." And Chris Rock said, "I will." But I would, yo. So that means you're fair game now. You're fair game. You're fair game, Will Smith. No more Jada, but you're fair game. And I would be roasting you every day. And then when I see you in public, I will fucking punch you in the mouth.
That's what you would do if you was Will. I mean, if you was Chris Rock.
Hell, fucking yeah.
Man, that nigga fair game. I can't wait.
He would have caught. He would no. If I was Chris Rock, he would have caught it in the back. Like, walk. You turn around and walk away.
Other comedians is gonna have two different versions. Is it gonna be Will Smith?
It would have been. It would have been. Nah. It would have been. Will Smith would have made back to talk. He would have made back to talk, son.
I would love to hear the first stand up with this one in it.
It is just he wouldn't have made it back as soon as. But you know what? It was like I think he was shocked. I didn't think he expected to get slapped. So that the shock kind of like. But I guess once the shock would have wore off, I would have fucked that nigga up.
I think Will was expecting to get swung on.
He should have got swung on.
No,
he should have. And we're not condoning. We're not saying you should react with violence. We're just saying how we would react.
No, that's. I'm gonna clarify.
And how I would react would be Will Smith would not be making it back to his chair. As nice of a guy as I am, Will Smith is not making it back to his chair.
Yo, I'm gonna clarify.
But I'm also 6'1", 280, so I don't think Will's coming to slap me.
Yo, I am a little nigga, and I would love for this nigga to slap me. Let me tell you something. This is not about promoting violence, man. This is called somebody hit you. You have the right to defend yourself. This is not promoting violence. I'm not. It'd be
not making it back to his chair.
It'd be different.
If he's not promoting violence, he's not making it back to his chair.
Yeah, that's within.
He's not making it back to his chair.
That's within anybody's right. This don't matter if Will.
As soon as he turned around and the shock wore off, I would have been rushing his ass. He would have caught a nice drop kick to the back, son.
Yeah, but this is where it goes to show that some instincts is uncontrollable. If you never was a fighter, if you never really was into the mix, then your response will be exactly how
Chris Rock's response was. Yes,
but
I get that.
If you the baby or somebody, and this nigga came up there and slapped you,
it's not going down.
That's all it is, man. There's nothing wrong with being somebody that ain't anti-violent. You're gonna turn the other cheek. There's a whole bunch of Martin Luther Kings, but there's also a whole bunch of Malcolm X's in the world, and not just black people. I'm saying there's a whole bunch of people that if you touch them, we'll talk about this later on the press. But right now, I'm whipping your ass, nigga. And that is it, man. I'm done. No more violence. Everybody have a beautiful week. Live in peace. Remember, if you're not in a group, you're on your own. If you're not a part of these groups, you just know that you are one of us. I'm with you. I'm with the non-groupers, man. We just have a village. There's no groups. It's just a village of people that just can't stand groups.
Wise does it. I say peace out.
Peace.